Hi, welcome to BMP Online Flexibility. I'm Regina. Let's go ahead and start warming up. Some equipment we'll be using are our blocks and our straps, but if you don't have it, don't worry, it's not a requirement. Let's go ahead and just uncross our legs and turn to face in towards the center. To start, we're going to go ahead and lay all the way down on our backs. Just go ahead and open up to a big X. See what that feels like to let your body settle all the way into the mat nice and heavy. From here, we're going to go ahead and start to take a big inhale. We're going to squeeze everything, all of the body parts, and then we'll relax it and get a little deeper. Here we go. Inhale, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let everything go. 2 more times, really squeezing everything in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Last round, squeeze everything in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it. From here, let's just go ahead and start to circle out our ankles and our wrists. And then go ahead and reverse the direction. We'll go ahead and take that right arm, start to cross it over to the left, taking a gentle twist. Big inhale here, and exhale. Good, use that leg to help bring you back to the center. Let's do the other side. Other arm reaches over, we take a nice big twist. We inhale, and exhale, get a little deeper. And use that left leg to pull you back in towards the center. From here, let's go ahead and bend our knees as close towards our butt as you can. From here, we'll bring the knees in towards the chest. The hands are planted out to the side. Go ahead and drop your knees over to the left side, still keeping both shoulders planted on the mat. Then we'll squeeze the obliques to lift it up and over to the other side. Keep that going at your own pace, trying to keep both shoulders into the mat the entire time. Good. Next time you get over to the left side, just let those feet settle down into the mat. Knees are still bent, taking a spinal twist. And then let's go ahead and lift it all the way up and over to the other side. We drop those legs, head turns in the opposite direction for a spinal twist. Good. Go ahead and bring it back center. From here, we'll plant those feet down nice and close towards our butt. We're going to start to take a set of hip bridges. First thing we'll do, plant the feet nice and heavy. We'll go ahead and lift up just the tailbone and the lower back. Once your lower back is off, we'll squeeze the butt, engage the hamstrings, and we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way back down, letting that tailbone settle in. Let's do it again, this time lifting up our mid-back. We'll go ahead and lift up tailbone, low back, and mid-back. Once your mid-back is off, we squeeze the butt, engage the legs, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way back down, letting that tailbone settle in. Last round, we're going all the way up. We'll lift tailbone, lower back, mid-back, and now upper back. Once you get nice and high to the top, we squeeze and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're feeling okay, maybe you walk it to your high toes. If not, you can stay where you are. We squeeze the butt, lift the hips even a tiny bit higher. We'll take pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to roll it all the way down. Once your tailbone hits, you can bring the feet back down. Let's go ahead and bring both knees in towards our chest. We're going to go ahead and start to circle those legs out. And reverse the direction. Good. Go ahead and straighten both legs up towards the ceiling. If you're not ready to fully straighten, you can keep a slight bend in the knees. Let's go ahead and start to flex those toes. And we point. We flex, and we point. 2 more times. We flex, we point, and we flex, and point. From here, we'll take that right leg, cross it over the left. Bend that leg, we'll reach through the hole, find a figure 4. Start to circle it out. Reverse. Good. Go ahead and release your hands, and we'll go ahead and straighten both legs up back towards the ceiling. From here, we'll bring the feet together, flex those toes. From here, we'll externally rotate the feet facing outwards, and then we'll go ahead and just take little kicks for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and point those toes again, and we'll switch. We'll bring the opposite leg on top. We'll bend that leg, and we reach through the hole for your figure 4 on the other side. Just start to circle it out. And reverse the direction. Good. Go ahead and release your hands. Plant one foot down and bring the other foot down. The next exercise we're going to do, if you would like to grab your strap to help you reach up towards your leg, you can grab it right now. So one of my assistants will demonstrate with the strap. We'll go ahead and bring that right knee in towards our chest, and then we'll extend that leg. Again, if you're not reaching towards your ankle or your foot, I recommend you take the strap to help circle your leg around. Once you've found your option, just go ahead and give that leg a circle around. Let's reverse the direction. Good. Once you find center, you start to flex and point that foot. Next time you have a pointed toe, we'll go ahead and flex the bottom foot, start to slide it down the mat. Nice and gentle. From here, we'll go ahead and flex those toes. We reach in the inside. If you have your strap, you can move it off to the side. And then we pull it down for half of your happy baby. Gently release that leg. You can bend it back down, and then we'll bend the left one in. Let's do the other side. Left leg bends in towards our chest, and then we extend it up straight. If you have your strap, take a moment to grab it. From here, we'll go ahead and start to circle that leg around. Let's reverse the direction. Once you find center, start to flex and point. We flex, point, flex, point. The next time you have a pointed toe, go ahead and flex that right foot, extend it down the mat. We'll flex the top foot, reach in the inside, pull it down for your other half of your happy baby. Go ahead and release your hand off the foot, bend that leg, bend the other. From here, we'll cross the legs, just take a slight rock forwards and back. And on your next one, we'll go ahead and just sit it up. We'll turn the face back towards the front. Let's go ahead and work towards our puppy pose. To begin, let's just go ahead and take some gentle shoulder circles, up, back, and down. Reverse the direction. This round, let's go ahead and bring our hands to our shoulders, really thinking of bringing those elbow pits up towards the ceiling and dropping it down. Let's take one more and reverse. Go ahead and release your hands down. We'll take that left arm, we'll cross it across the chest, and then we'll go ahead and lift the shoulder up towards the ear, and then we pull it down. Let's take two more. Lift that shoulder up towards your ear and pull it down. Last one, lift it up towards the ear and pull it down. From here, we take that left hand, we bring it behind our back. The right hand grabs a hold of this elbow. Just hang out there for a second, seeing what that feels like, maybe taking a few wiggles. Then we'll go ahead and cross the hand over just a little bit more. We'll place our head in that elbow pit. From here, we'll go ahead and puff the chest up and just press weight into that elbow pit, opening up that shoulder. Give it a gentle press back. And then let's take it over to the left side. Still thinking of pressing that head back into the elbow to fire up that shoulder. And let's go ahead and bring it center. We'll release those hands. Give it a shake out if you need. Let's do the other side. Right arm comes across the chest. We pull it in. We start to take that shoulder up towards the ear and we draw it down. 2 more, up towards the ear and we drop it down. Last one, up towards the ear and we drop it down. That right arm then comes behind. We grab onto our back. This left arm grabs a hold of the elbow, and again, any wiggles here. And then we'll go ahead and try and pull it over just a little bit more. Rest your head into that right elbow pit, and then we'll go ahead and just start to shift the weight back. Puff the chest forwards. And let's take it over to the right side. Still thinking about pressing your head into the elbow pit. Let's go ahead and bring it back center. Bring the hands up to release it all the way down. Shake it out if you need. Maybe take a few more shoulder circles. Maybe take a few head circles. When you're ready, bring your hands forwards, slide your weight forwards, and then we'll go ahead and turn into all fours. Once you get on all fours, we're gonna go ahead and just take that left arm, we'll reach it out in front of us. From here, we'll extend the opposite leg. Once your opposite leg is reaching out, we're gonna pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it down. Let's switch to the opposite side. This time, maybe your left leg extends and your right arm reaches out. We pulse it up again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your hands down. Take any wiggles. So we'll go ahead and start our puppy poses. Option 1 is just to take a regular puppy pose. Our hands will slide forwards just until your knees and hips go in line. We'll slide our hands out and drop the chest and shoulders towards the mat. Once you get here, we'll take a few inhale breaths and exhale, getting deeper into the mat every time. From here, we scoop the belly, draw it all the way back up towards your heels. For the second round, we'll go ahead and take the blocks and we'll place them underneath both hands. So once I have my blocks, I still want to make sure that my arms are in line with my shoulder. So don't let them go wide out here or too narrow. Once you've found the perfect position, we'll plant those hands. Same thing, knees are in line with your hips. We drop it down for our puppy pose. Every exhale, we're thinking about those shoulders getting closer towards the ground. Slowly start to scoop the belly to shift your weight back. Last round of puppy pose, we'll go ahead and bring the blocks together, facing forwards. So we'll go the wide way. And I'll face this way just so you can see me a little bit better. Once I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and bring one elbow down and bring the other one down. From here, my knees and hips are still in line. I'm just going to bring my hands together. I'm going ahead and drop my chest and shoulders down towards the mat. If you're feeling a stretch here, just stay looking down. If you want a little bit more, you can start to lift your head to look through your arms. Big inhale and exhale. Melt your shoulders a little bit deeper towards the ground. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start to lift on out of there. Bring your hands forwards and go ahead and grab a hold of your blocks. We'll go ahead and place them off to the side. Let's go ahead and cross those legs back to our seated position. Let's stretch out our hamstrings. To begin, we'll go ahead and shift the weight forwards to come onto our knees. From here, just go ahead and turn in to face towards the center. From here, go ahead and drop it all the way back into your child's pose. Let's go ahead and scoop the belly and bring it all the way forwards to our bellies. Once you're here, we'll go ahead and bring hands on top of each other, creating a little cushion for your chin. From here, we'll go ahead and squeeze the butt. Start to already activate. Maybe your knees pop up off the ground. From here, we'll go ahead and lift those legs up for 5, and we'll drop it back down. We lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and take that right leg, bend it in towards your butt. You can reach around, grab a hold of your foot. If you need your hands to be a little bit longer, we do have our strap. You can strap up your foot, grab a hold with your hands, and grab the strap. Good. From here, we'll go ahead and think of squeezing that right leg. Maybe it floats up off the mat. We're holding it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release it. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Bending that left knee in toward your butt. Again, if you need to make your arms a little longer, grab your strap. And we'll go ahead and bend it in towards our butt. And if you want a little extra, we start to float that leg up off the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release it down. From here, we'll go ahead and bring our hands back to the center, planting your chin on your hands. This time, we'll go ahead and float those legs up, squeezing the butt, lifting as high as you can. We'll hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll go ahead and start to bring the feet in towards each other. It's okay if they don't touch. We pulse it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the legs out even longer to then bring it down. Go ahead and plant your hands by your side, and we'll go ahead and slide it all the way back. And then we'll go ahead and walk those knees in, cross the legs to sit on our butts. From here, we'll straighten the legs out, working on our forward folds. Again, if you need your hands to be a little bit longer, you can take the strap to reach it around your feet to give it a pull. One of the assistants will show that. If you need a little bit extra as we go along, grab your block at your side. So to begin, we'll go ahead and lift those arms up straight towards the ceiling, keeping a nice flat back. From here, we're gonna go ahead and start to lower over. The moment you feel like you need to round your spine, we'll lift up back out of it to come to where you can keep a flat back. From here, we'll go ahead and keep folding over. When you get to a sticky spot, we inhale and exhale. A few more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Wherever you get, go ahead and drop your hands down. Again, if you need that strap, go ahead and take it. If your hands are way over your feet, you can grab that block, bring it behind your feet, and just go ahead and start to give it a pull. We're thinking about arching that lower back to help us fold deeper. A few more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, getting a little deeper. One more time. We inhale. Exhale. Good. From here, go ahead and drop your head down, taking a round in your spine. Last thing, we'll go ahead and re-engage, finding your flat back. We'll go ahead and reach our hands out to wherever they go. From here, we're gonna start to pulse it forwards. The goal here is thinking one day your toes will get to your elbows. Here we go, pulse it forwards for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time, drop it down, taking a rounded spine. Maybe you start to shift your hips from side to side. Good, tuck your chin to your chest, slowly roll it up, and we'll go ahead and cross those legs in, and then we'll go ahead and turn to face back towards the center. Let's work on our camel. Go ahead and bring your hands forwards, pull your weight through onto your knees, and then we'll go ahead and turn to face towards the center. From here, just go ahead and walk your hands out, and we'll bring it all the way down to our bellies. Once you get down to the belly, you can go ahead and bring your hands on top of each other, creating a little cushion for your chin. First thing we'll do is squeeze the legs together. We're going to try and keep them together the entire time. They may open a little, but just try and keep thinking about squeezing them in. We'll pulse it up for 5 and hold for 5. Here we go. We pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower it down. Give your hips a little shake from side to side. We'll do that one more time. This time we'll just go ahead and slightly open up those legs. Again, no wider than your mat. Here we go. We pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let those legs settle back down into the mat. Then go ahead and bend your left knee in toward your butt. We'll go ahead and reach the hands around to grab a hold of it. If you're not able to grab with both hands, you can keep one forearm pressed down into the mat. Once you're grabbing a hold of it, we're thinking of pressing everything and just squeezing that foot in toward your butt. The next progression will be to think of lifting that knee off the mat, pressing your hip flexor down into the mat. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release that leg. Let's do the other side. We'll bend that right foot in towards our butt. Maybe you grab with both hands, and we're just pulling it in. And then we'll go ahead and think about lifting that knee up off the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release it. Let's give those hips a shake from side to side. Go ahead and plant your hands in. Let's push it all the way back. Once you get onto all fours, we'll go ahead and extend that right leg out. And then we're just going to take some pulses up with the leg. We lift it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it down. Let's do the opposite side. We extend it out. We lift it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it down. Let's take a second to relax in our child's pose. Making sure your knees are out wide, your toes are together, and we're pressing the hips back towards our feet while our hands are straightening out in front of us. When you're ready, start to scoop the belly to bring it forwards. From here, we'll go ahead and lift it up, kneeling on our knees. From here, we want to make sure the legs are in line with our hips. We don't want them too wide. We're going to start to work on our camel. From here, we'll bring the hands out to the side. We're thinking of keeping this nice flat back the entire time. We're going to squeeze the butt, start to fire up those hip flexors, keeping this straight body. We're going to start to shift back. The moment you feel like I can't lift it back up, just go ahead and shift your weight back forwards. So we'll take that 3 more times, scooping back, squeeze your butt, fire up the hip flexors to bring it back forwards. 2 more. Take it back. Fire it up, bring it forwards. Last one, take it back and fire it up to bring it forwards. From here, we'll go ahead and take the hands to bring them above the butt, starting to press the hips forwards. So we don't want to think of this as a back bend. We want to think of it as squeezing our butt, firing our hip flexors to push the hips forwards to open up. Once your hands are there, we'll roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We'll squeeze the butt, press the hips forwards. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and sit it up. And let's just go ahead and take a moment to sit it back on our feet. Let's take that one more time. Go ahead and lift it up. We'll go ahead and bring our hands behind our backs, pressing right above the butt. We'll squeeze the shoulder blades together, and we're thinking of squeezing the butt, pressing the hips forwards, and we shift back just a little bit, maybe go a little bit deeper. Still remembering this is not a back bend. We're firing up our hip flexors, opening them up. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly get on out of there. Any wiggles you need, any massaging in your hips you need. And then we'll go ahead and walk the hands forwards. We'll cross those legs behind us to sit forwards. Let's go ahead and work into our Cobra. Go ahead and bring your hands forwards. Start to shift the weight onto your knees. Then go ahead and face in towards the center. Once you get on all fours, we'll just go ahead and start to take a gentle cat-cow. So first we start by arching the chest, and then we go ahead and draw the belly in, scoop it up, nice and round. Let's do it again. We arch, and we round. Let's take 2 more. Arching, if you're feeling good, maybe you start to lift your head forwards, or maybe you start to look up. One more time, we round the spine. Good. From here, let's go ahead and turn it into circles. We'll go ahead and start to drop in our arch, head goes up, and we scoop it through our round to take it all the way around. Let's keep that going. Reverse the direction. Go ahead and find a neutral spine. From here, we'll go ahead and walk the arms out in front of us. We're going to work on our puppy pose. So once your hands are forwards, we still want to keep this knee and hip in line. From here, once your arms are out, we slowly start to drop the chest down towards the mat. We're thinking about dropping the shoulders in, dropping the chest in towards the floor. If you need a little bit extra, you can grab a block and you can place it underneath your chin. Taking a few breaths on every exhale, we're melting everything a little bit deeper in towards the mat. Good. Let's go ahead and scoop the belly in, draw it back. You can place your block off to the side. Once you get back to all fours, we're going to go ahead and find that rounded position again. Once you're in this arched position, we'll go ahead and look over towards the left side, finding a gentle twist. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that arch, head goes up and around to look towards the other side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and bring it back center. And from here, we'll bring the arms forwards and come all the way down to our belly. Once you're set up on your belly, we're going to go ahead and keep the feet down, nice and close together. You want to make sure they don't go any wider than your mat. Yeah? Once we're here, we're going to bend the arms in towards the side like a cactus, and we're thinking of squeezing the shoulder blades to help lift us up. We'll take that 5 times. Here we go. We lift for 5, 4, 3, make sure those feet are still on the mat. 2, last one, we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and plant those hands down. Let your head settle into the mat just for a moment. Let's go ahead and bring our hands into our Sphinx pose. Once your forearms are down, your shoulders and elbow are in line, we'll go ahead and tuck those toes behind us. Maybe we engage so much that our knees pop up off the mat. Once you find that engagement, just go ahead and shift your weight forwards and back. As you pull forwards, feel it going into your mid-back. Good. Next time you're forwards, we'll stay there. We'll go ahead and plant those hands into the mat. Hover the elbows just a few inches. Again, same options. Maybe you're looking straight. Maybe you start to look up, or maybe you start to look back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down for just a moment. Take any wiggles you need. We'll do that one more time. Same thing, just getting the feeling of pulling your weight forwards. And next time you're forwards, we'll stay there. We'll go ahead and plant those hands, hover the elbows off the mat. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower it all the way back down. Let's go ahead and slide those hands in towards our chest. We're gonna start to take some Cobra circles. Remembering to take it all the way around, letting your head see one leg, and then we lift it all the way up and over. Remember, your head is heavy, so make sure you drop it. Here we go. Over to the right. We look over towards that right leg. We drop the head back and circle it around. 2 more. These can be as slow or as fast as you like. Next time you get to the bottom, reverse the direction. We look over towards that left leg, we push up, drop the head, take it down. Last one. Good. Next time you get to the bottom, go ahead and bring your hands on top of each other, drop your forehead. We'll go ahead and scoop that belly in. Just go ahead and decompress in your spine. Relax it down. Good. Let's walk our hands back in towards our chest. We're going to lift up into our Cobra. Let's go ahead and tuck the chin towards the chest. We'll go ahead and start to lift it up, drawing your shoulders up, back, and down. And we've made it to the top of our Cobra. Go ahead and gently drop your head back. If that's too much, you can keep your head on spine. And thinking about pulling your chest through your arms, we pull forwards to lower all the way back down. From here, we'll go ahead and bring the feet together, slide it all the way back. We'll go ahead and walk those knees forwards, cross your legs, and let's meet in a seated position. Great work. Let's cool down. Bring your feet out in front of you. Hands will go behind you. Then we'll go ahead and just start to drop the legs from side to side. Next time your knees are facing over towards the right, we'll go ahead and stay there. If you want a little extra, that right leg can come on top of the left and just press it down towards the mat. For a little extra, maybe look away from it for a twist. And go ahead and release that leg, bring it back to the center. Take it over to the left side. Again, if you want a little extra, left foot comes on top and we press it down. And maybe you look away for an extra twist. Go ahead and bring it center. We'll plant those feet down and swirl it to face in towards the center. From here, we'll grab a hold of the knees, start to scoop the belly to roll it all the way down to our backs. Once we get down to our backs, we'll go ahead and squeeze everything in. Everything you can think of, and then we'll relax it, get heavier into the mat. Here we go. Squeeze it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it, get a little heavier. Last time, we squeeze it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it. Go ahead and draw your knees in toward your chest. Just start to circle it around. Reverse. Go ahead and bring your knees in toward your chest, then we'll extend them up towards the ceiling. Just start to flex and point your feet. From here, we'll bring the feet together, externally rotate, and we'll bend the legs down. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your head. We're slowly going to tap the feet toward the ground, and then we'll lift it back up. Let's take 5 more like that. We tap it down and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. End with your feet down and relaxing your head onto the mat. Bring your hands to the top of your hips. The thumb is facing in the inner part of your thigh. Your fingers are on the outer part of your thigh. Press your hips away. And relax it. Let's take 1 more like that. Press the hips away. And relax it. Bring those knees in towards each other, and we'll just take a spinal twist. Dropping the knees over to the right side, looking over towards the left. We lift it up and over to the other side. Dropping your head in the opposite direction. Bring the legs back in towards the center. Go ahead and cross those legs, and we'll start to take a little rock forwards and back. On your next one, land on your butt. We'll go ahead and cross those legs to face the center. Let's end with 3 big inhales and exhales, shoulders towards your ears. Here we go. Inhale. Let it go. 2 more. Inhale. Last one. Thanks so much for joining us.